any of you have Herbert's number?
My uncle.
I should. Wait.
Your uncle?
Oh yes.
Because I need it.
Of course, I have his number, but I'm not going to share it with
I
you.
need the number. I need the details.
Why will I
so I can call. Hello, Uncle Herbert. Please, can you help them on this set? My wigs. Hello.
This is not my phone. These are church calls.
He hung up.
Where's the angle?
Uncle Herbert, please. Help me.
But I feel Tara is just extra.
Majestic-ish.
Well, you look beautiful.
That's
as
my
always.
face.
Okay, well.
Hope you know that I know my uncle well and he's going to block you for giving you his number out anyhow.
No, it's
But
my
you
phone.
First of all, he
No.
would never block for giving it out to me.
Excuse
Secondly, I called from my phone and gave her.
Yeah, exactly.
So you are
he didn't give my
cancelled.
number, so
Aka, you are cancelled.
Your old
Oh my
networks.
God.
Your old networks.
I really just want to
guys,
zip this thing
you
down.
guys, we have a guest and you're making so much
Don't mind them. I'm not, you're not allowed
Big
to.
boys,
I'm not really used to this kind of noise. It's a bit much.
Sorry.
And you're someone like from London as well.
Exactly.
This is what happens now.
Okay, so can I start now so I can introduce our guest?
Yeah.
Or do people want to continue cancelling each other?
No.
Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Shade Corner. On today's episode, we have the beautiful author,
Wow.
Ms. Toyosi Effiong.
Yes.
Sorry, Mrs. Excuse me.
And please,
Mrs.
add it to their college. She's a media personality.
Hey, media
Yes.
person. Oh, sorry, I start. Okay.
No,
No, you
not be hosting
introduction.
Introduction.
Media personality. Please, what am I forgetting? Because
That's pretty much it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Personality and author.
I'm stunning
Media
author.
personality,
Exactly.
author. Hey, you're not doing That's the Instagram style where they hold it.
Welcome to the show. We're
Thank
excited to have you. Are you excited to be here?
I am actually. When I got the invite, I was like, oh Lord, please help me, help me, help me. You guys have quite a reputation.
Oh, we do.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Inform us of this reputation, please.
It's on the streets.
Oh, luckily me, I'm not on the streets, but you know, this one.
My name is not Aliba.
Exactly. Tamara is my stage name.
You guys are not serious. Okay, so you guys, this episode we're talking about cancel culture.
Wow.
I'm sure you all know cancel culture. I mean, that was like the trending topic of 2020. Everybody was being cancelled, left, right, and center. Things were coming from the past. People were saying rubbish. Everybody was bored, so they were cancelling left and right.
Who did you cancel?
It was to speak.
No.
Okay, so let's start with first of all, how do you understand cancel culture? Let me come to you.
Act like a get cancelled. Sorry.
Yeah. I think. Okay,
No, I just want to say that word just threw her off. So she was like,
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that. But cancel culture. Somebody misbehaves, somebody does something wrong, and then everybody decides to serve jungle justice and ostracize the person. So the proper word for cancel culture will be ostracized.
Actually, yes.
Ostracized.
Social ostracization.
Exactly.
Ostracization.
Exactly.
You just created a word, ostracization.
I don't know if
I'm proud
that's
of
a word,
myself.
but yeah.
It's not a word, definitely not a word. Okay, but do you think people take cancelling serious? Like, is it a thing that, like, when you're cancelled, are you cancelled forever, or
Yes.
can you come back in another way, change, rebrand?
There's a time frame. It depends on your crime. So if you're a rapist, you're cancelled till you die.
You're unfair.
If you said
Bill
something a bit, like Bill Cosby, Peruzzi, so on and so forth.
I know, we'll get to those ones.
We'll get to those ones. Then,
People are not cancelled.
if you just maybe you say something a bit off brand, like, oh, I feel like girls should be in the kitchen, we'll cancel you for 3 years. Then by the time they have not seen food for 3 years, then you will come back humble. We'll welcome you again if you come with good.
Or
whatever.
even my wife's place is in the kitchen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we didn't cancel our president.
We'll also come to people who need to be cancelled.
But also, I think that it
Oh, yeah.
depends on how you respond to the announcement of your cancellation. Because if you don't come and announce, you're fighting back, but if you come sorry and apologize, people are like, okay,
People have actually-
maybe it's changing,
we
But
can
people have
forgive.
actually come back, apologized, but jungle justice.
Yeah,
I
mob
think
justice.
Toyosi is very
Usually
vocal.
the
You've been
right
quite vocal against cancel culture in
cancel
general.
culture.
I'm
I've
with
been
you.
extremely
I'm with you.
vocal. And Tamara is like, are you? Yes, I am. Because I do not believe anybody has the authority to cancel anybody. You know, people make mistakes.
To be fair.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
We all fall short. We all say things that we wish we did not say.
But cancel culture is not like it's not a universal council, isn't it like a personal council?
Well,
Because
you know, when-
like you can cancel someone
Okay, so
personally.
yes, so I like yes, okay, so there can
And
be
then
somebody
it's
who I
like-
decide I don't want to hang around or hang out with this person anymore. Yes, but what I feel like we're talking about the general
Yeah, so
world
the
where
ones where they call on the
No,
masses.
but that's what I
Exactly.
mean. The masses, if we one by one cancel, is if you do something like a fool and millions cancel you individually, sorry to your
I know
life.
that there are things that people get cancelled for, and I'm just like, but people
not
are
that deep.
entitled to their own opinion. The one that
Yes,
pains me for
yes.
people, so I can understand social media, everybody just talking. I'm always sad when brands now drop
Yes, brands
the
drop
person.
them.
Brands
It
will
actually
drop
affects
somebody
things
because
like that.
everybody is saying,
Yes,
oh, this person did this or this
But don't
person
you
did
think that there are things that
and that's
somebody
affecting
can-
the person's check.
Yes, but
I
don't
don't
you think
like
that there's
it.
something that somebody can do
That
that
deserves
reach or
that.
deserves
Of
cancel
course,
culture?
of course, of
Rape.
course, of
Yeah,
course, of
or
course.
just domesticalizing violence on somebody's
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Actually, just
You say domesticalize.
domesticalizing a human being.
No, but that's the thing. So that's a
Something
good
like
example.
that.
So that's why I said
Cancel
cancel
him
culture to me is
forever.
not really
Who
so
is-
far a universal thing. Because I personally, no, but
Well,
that's
he
the
was
thing.
for a while.
I personally canceled Chris Brown from the moment he laid hands on Rihanna. But when I go outside, like I've not listened to a Chris Brown song since Loyal. But when I tell people that, they're like, oh yeah, so yeah. No, I don't
But
listen
he
to
has
everybody else.
apologized.
You listen. I
He
don't
has
give a
apologized.
shit.
Okay,
He
I
has
get-
a tattoo of a battered woman on his neck. So how sorry are you? So to
Oh,
me,
he does. I didn't know that.
personally,
I didn't even
he's a
know,
bitch.
yeah.
Which
He's no
battered
bastard,
woman
and I'm
on his
canceling him
neck?
for that.
Oh,
I didn't know
Look
that.
at his neck. It's
But
not
again,
hard.
maybe-
It's right there. It's
Who
a
is the
woman
person?
with- No, it's just
A random woman, I'm sure.
It's just
A random woman.
He said, oh, it's something. But in general, and also they say he beat Karuchi. They say he beat his other wife. But he was accused of rape. He came out and said the case was dropped. But then to me,
no, that was an
if only one-
accusation. That it was a wrong
But I'm allowed. Say
accusation.
cancel culture is
It's personal. It's a
Yeah,
personal,
personal
personal
choice.
So I
choice.
personally have cancelled Chris Brown long, but I'm one of the few. Everybody else, and you're entitled.
You know someone
That's why
I've
I don't think
cancelled.
cancel culture is so.
Someone I've actually cancelled, and I love the Lord. You know, I like to love.
You're with Jesus.
I love people. I love the Lord, but this person, I don't know. It just does not
Tested
sit
you.
Call the
sit
name.
to right to me. R. Kelly.
Somebody that
They're
believe on
coming there.
children. We
They're
won't
coming
cancel
there.
him.
You said you love the Lord. Me too, I love the Lord. That's why I
No,
cancel
I
it.
try to be merciful. To be honest, I try to be merciful because again, we don't know where we'll mess up or how we'll mess
No.
up.
No, I ain't gonna not people's kids. No, he's cancelled.
I know I will not mess up like that.
No,
And
I
then
don't
it's
mess
just
up
the
like that.
mind.
Do you know the one that's tricky?
He changed.
You know the one that's
You
tricky?
changed those girls.
The one that's tricky, Michael Jackson.
No,
Michael Jackson.
let's not call that one,
Jackson's
please, because
Let's
we
not
can
bring
break,
it
we can break this table here
That's
now.
what I said.
On top of
That's
that
it.
matter.
I said it's tricky. That's literally what I said.
you
Also,
want to
don't
break
break
the
the
table
glass table because of Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson that is not even here with
Okay,
us.
but let's
My
talk about
dear.
Michael Jackson though. Let's talk about him.
Oh no, please,
Why-
let's not.
I
I want to
move on.
understand.
Yeah, but
Let me
Because
give
let's
you
not
bullet points.
believe.
Let me give you bullet points. They found a suitcase of child porn with him in his house.
Really?
Who
Different people
found?
have
Was he
come-
alive? Who put it there?
Shut the
There are
fuck
things
up,
that
they
happen. Please, if somebody is not alive
Can I
to
finish?
defend themselves
Can I
after,
finish?
it's after he died that all these things
It was
came
when he was
out.
alive.
Please, let's
He
freeze.
was alive, so maybe Google before you just before I unzip you.
Excuse me,
Keep
when
quiet.
did they find child
They say
pornography in?
unzip you.
When did they find? He was not alive when
He
they
was
didn't
alive.
find child pornography with him. If not, it would have come out. Who would have known?
I said in his house, and it came out. That's why I know. So what I do?
Please, who else
As
heard that
I
they
was
found child
saying,
pornography with Michael Jackson?
Don't worry, when we
I
finish,
love him too.
you guys,
It's
Tamara,
I love him too.
Aka, when we
Is
finish
this
this
how you people
episode,
fight?
you know,
it's
have you
me
seen
and
the
Aka
fight?
usually.
But guys,
When
No,
we
it's
finish
not.
this episode, people can go and discuss Michael
guys,
They
Jackson.
also
we
somebody
break
got
it.
kicked.
guys.
Can I finish my point? My second point.
Well,
Just my
I just
second
want to
point.
say something that I align with Aka just a little bit. To the point that when somebody is not alive to
But he was alive when he
no, I
happened.
get you. I mean now.
Now,
So I don't like
now.
to speak of people who have passed.
Let's
Because
speak
we
ill.
can't really, we don't really know. We can't say anything right now. So
Okay, but we know when he was alive. He
I
was
get
a
you.
child
But I'm
who
saying
had
that
a
now,
who
and that's
could
the reason why I
identify
don't want to
the
talk about him
birthmark
anymore.
on his dick.
Okay, you guys, hold on.
Okay.
So, do you guys think that there's more passion when?
This show is PG-65.
WXYZ.
Sorry, do you guys think that there's more? Do you guys think there's more passion when it's cancelling a celebrity versus cancelling a person?
Nope.
A person like
that
SEGA
doesn't
links.
have-
From the
yes.
masses, yes.
Okay, like, that's
From
what-
the masses, but me
no, like
personally,
during
I will
the
cancel
SEGA link
anybody.
guy,
I
the
can't
SEGA
see
link,
for
he's
like
not
6
a
months.
celebrity.
Why do you say you cancel him and you looked at, you pointed me,
No,
please,
yes,
dear?
I meant Aka Nani.
Why did you cancel
for like
Aka?
6 months?
Oh, wait.
Are you
Aka is
When
going
he
to
came
ask
and
you.
said, oh, the Chinese virus. I was
Shut
like,
up, Joy, is a lie. I just shut up.
Did I talk to you?
But no, I didn't
up.
cancel
Did I talk to
Aka.
you?
Shut up.
Again, hang on. So let's answer his question.
Thank you.
Yeah, so in terms of cancelling celebrities, you know how people feel like they know celebrities, they feel like they're part of the
Entitled.
celebrity, they feel entitled, that's the word, they feel entitled to it. So I think the anger is more towards celebrity than regular people. However, that does not apply on Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter is a different
tweet-
jungle. It's a different ball game. You don't have to be a celebrity. All you have to do is
As long as you have
just
used the app,
do you
anything can happen
understand?
to you.
Yes. So
I think once you reach 1,000 retweets, you're a celebrity on Twitter.
Exactly.
So from there,
And then
anything
they
that
come
happens,
for
happens.
Can you guys remember Gloria Say, who was cancelled? And
Oh,
I don't think
yes.
she has
She's
been
still on
able
social
to.
media.
I think she
I'm
left the
not
whole
sure.
clan. She left the whole country, left the whole social
again,
media for Nigerians.
this goes back to what you said, how they handle it.
Yeah.
How did Glory handle that thing when it came out? I don't even really.
If you ask me,
I didn't follow the story. I didn't follow. But I think there's something to how people, like this girl that I just fought for recently, that they abused me. In fact, they almost canceled me.
That's
But
who,
my
that's this girl.
God,
What's her name?
But
We called her
my
yesterday.
God,
Raja, Miss
Raji.
Raji, you fought for her
You
online.
fought for her.
Hold on, Samara.
Thank you.
I saw your tweets. There were your posts.
Yes.
There were things that you said that I aligned with. She said, "Don't go attacking her children and cursing her
People
children.
saying that you would bury your
That
children, you
bury
would this,
your
you would that, you
children
would
and
die, all of that. I thought that was
Ridiculous.
extreme.
No.
As I've said
But-
before, if you shake the table,
I'm
whatever
sorry,
they
no,
shake,
I don't agree.
I don't agree.
I don't
Obviously, I don't think anybody should come for our kids.
Exactly.
I do not agree with anybody coming for our kids. But at the same time, I don't agree with what she said. So to
Yeah.
me, everybody wants to open their mouth.
So you two
So
are like
whatever you see-
cancel 50-50. God no go back, Sabi.
And
If
then
you
the way
want to
people
talk rubbish
followed
and you are
her.
surprised,
Okay, so
obviously
hold
when
on,
people
hold
talk
on.
rubbish back at you.
Hold on. What would you now say are the
But that was
grounds
wrong,
for
right?
like why should somebody be cancelled? Like yeah, because I'm saying now
This
that
Samara,
people
she can
are-
say anything. It depends on how she wants to. Oh yeah, talk.
What are the grounds for cancellation?
Yeah.
You tell us what are the grounds for cancellation?
Okay.
She said,
Okay.
I feel like if you say something harmful, something that is actually going to affect the cause, if you're a rapist, if you say something, just generally, if it incites anger and if you support something that is violent or against, it's harmful.
I mean,
thing.
when you say incite
That's
anger,
why-
I really feel like we belong to a very
No,
sensitive
that's why I said
generation.
harmful.
We're
That's why I said
hypersensitive.
harmful specifically.
Can I-
Ronke Raji's at whatever she had said, it's actively kind of undermined the NSAS movement. She
Not
kind
just
of made it
undermined,
seem
she
like,
just-
we're
Do
all
you-
just
I-
used
I feel like
everything
you-
she said was harmful to the movement.
Yes, she
So
actually
therefore-
said something that you
so
did
wait.
not see. I'm sure you did not see what
Harmful.
happened
Yes,
first.
please, let him tell you.
I'm not sure you saw what happened first. The
Yeah,
first
sorry.
thing
Me, I just
she
saw that
wrote-
it was causing somebody's
No,
children,
yeah.
and I have a child, and
That's
nobody
wrong.
should come
And
and
that's-
please.
yeah.
My mommy's
Don't come-
instinct
Yeah, don't
just
come for
kicked
Fair
in, so
enough.
don't
Like,
come for
come
the
for
valid.
Ronke, come for
That's
our
valid.
husband. Children
Exactly.
don't know any
So
better.
tell me, what did she do? Since
Oh
this
no,
is where we
now,
are going to.
you know, we even said in one of the past episodes, one of the episodes, you know, she came out first to say, you know, took a nice photo, did a caption, and then at the end, like 7 pages,
just answer. Yeah, what she
seven
said.
scrolls
Not
down.
just answers.
I hear they killing you niggas out there, and SARS.
So imagine somebody.
It's later she edited it.
Imagine
of course.
somebody had been at the toll gate. No, do you see? Imagine somebody had been at the toll
That was
gate.
the first
They have
one.
been sweating, protesting for how many days, and you see
And
this.
that was
You
the
would not
first
even know
one.
when
That
you
was the
mistakenly
only-
come for
that
the
was the
child.
first one
So
that she
it's
started.
wrong to come for the
So that was
child.
where it
But are you going to be
That was the
so?
first
Do you
season.
understand?
Because there were
missed
things that
that.
now came. One of the time, my husband now came up and said that that we are
should
the ones
stop
that
buying
caused
Bentleys
it. That
and-
instead of us to save our money, youths in Nigeria are buying
Are driving
Bentleys.
Bentley.
Sip that drink, my girl. Sip it.
But they don't their children.
But
no.
That's what I
Yeah.
said. No, but what I'm saying is you can understand.
Can you
Somebody
see the-
sweating.
Don't wish people dead.
Can you see the way she's not saying it humbly? But don't wish them
She
dead.
makes that-
Before she was
She makes
angry.
the water-
Don't-
Okay, you guys.
I
So,
think for me, I think that when you're unapologetically offensive to people, so like if you choose to like say things about issues that affect, so like for example race, you're saying things about like rape, things about like women's bodies, or even like women in general, things that you are unapologetic. So if they catch you and you're not unapologetic about it and you're still defending it, obviously you should be cancelled. Because at the end of it, if you say it and I feel like you apologize or you're changing your ways, then obviously they should forgive you. Especially for the one that offends me is when people say things 10 years ago, and now they're clearly better.
Listen,
I don't like that one.
That was Kevin
like
Hart. That was Kevin Hart.
That nigga's homophobic till today.
What was it?
That is homophobic. But it's okay. You can be homophobic, not be homophobic in your house. Don't come and start shouting that it's not okay.
But why they were trying to cancel him?
No, but that's the thing. We can't expect. It's not by force. Everybody must be phobic of something. You can personally, I may be a little racist. I don't know if I have white friends, honest to God. But do I come outside and say white people must die? No. Or if my son is white, I will beat him? No. How can you come and tweet? Then also Kevin Hart has said things fairly recently that was like
questionable.
Fairly recently? How recent?
Recent enough to know it's wrong.
Because
But I understand. But he said sorry. But he said sorry. He said sorry.
Apologized.
So I do think it was.
And then see what happened.
Is he poor?
No, but they took that gig for no. But the whole was it Grammys he was supposed to host, the Oscars that he was supposed to host.
Of course, yes.
Why did they take that from him?
Because
they told him to apologize and he said he was not going to apologize.
He
did say he was not going to apologize.
I don't bet.
He will host the Oscars one day. He will come back. They will call him. But that particular year,
how was all of you cancelled Wendy Williams?
She's
always saying
You know, and I was going to actually
what
say
is
something.
harmful that she has.
No.
She says nonsense. But what does she say that is
Harmful.
Wendy Williams.
What did she say?
Williams has pulled women down.
Wendy Williams
more
was
than
very
anybody.
harmful.
Williams,
When
Always pulling women down.
remember when
I
Matthew
just said what is harmful. I don't know her from anywhere.
No, when Matthew Knowles had a baby out of wedlock,
Well,
she put up these pictures of the woman that had a baby with, and like it was the baby pictures, and it was very embarrassing for the woman.
For the one woman.
You know what I was even going to say? I think people that are affected by this cancel culture are people that care. You were saying something about people who are unapologetic.
Yes.
The people who are unapologetic, they stay standing.
When they don't care.
Example, Wendy.
Also,
It's when they come to you and you're now saying, "Oh, but I'm sorry." Girl, I just thought of this girl now, this Rahama girl, and I know that's not cancel, but she was kind
Rahama
of
Tadao.
the hijab
The actress,
and the open
yeah.
back. I'm
I
just
thought
like,
that was so unfair.
it was
Incredibly
unfair.
unfair.
So sick. What's so?
Well, how she
I don't
came out and she was
understand.
just crying. I feel like if she, and this is even a sensitive topic, let me move from here.
No, stop it.
No, because she's
no,
she's
It
been.
wasn't
They
fair.
said they
when
want to
they
take her to
did that.
Sharia
It
court.
wasn't fair.
They want to take her to Sharia court.
Also,
They want to
open back. Is that against? Is that deviant?
I
Is
don't-
your shoulder blade so sexy? Is it the breast of the back?
Hey, I wasn't. Sharia.
You guys, okay.
I wasn't there.
Can we bring it back? Can we bring it back? Can we bring? Let's bring it
I was
back.
there.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Wendy,
Let's bring it
is
back.
unapologetic. People who are
That makes
unapologetic,
sense.
they tend to just.
But Wendy, has she ever said anything that's outrightly like so bad that we have to?
Did you see when Kiki Williams? Did you see when Kiki?
Please show me,
Kiki,
'cause I
what's her
don't
name?
know.
Kiki
Palmer.
Palmer. Sorry. Did you see how Kiki Palmer said? But you weren't
Addressed
there,
her.
though.
I also don't really rate Wendy Williams in general because we're calling her name like she's really Wendy Williams. Not like
But
she's
she's an icon.
She's
she
an
has
icon.
so.
She-
I've
No,
gone on her
particular
show.
market.
I've been
If you
No,
want
no,
to
no,
Sandra,
no.
my white friend, who is Wendy Williams?
But she,
know?
but she's
Yeah, but
done
Sandra, your
something for
white
the
friend is
in
not
the
that
broadcast industry,
Yes.
she's an icon when it
And
comes to
she
radio.
says
she
the
left
there and
Even
then
the
got
radio,
into
yeah.
TV.
She
No,
actually exposes things.
Okay,
That's
let
when
me
they
ask
Okay, you guys, hold on. You guys,
all of
who are
that.
some celebrities that should actually be? Because I feel like we've mentioned so many.
Peruzzi, the rapist.
God,
from
Tamara,
there.
your voice is loud.
why I
Your
said
voice
go
is
from there.
loud.
That's why you
Has
hire-
Peruzzi has Peruzzi apologized?
Who gives a shit? He's a rapist.
Wow.
Hey.
Rapist, we don't get. No, there's nothing you can go back on. If R. Kelly comes and says, "I'm sorry, I peed on those kids and locked them up," we don't care. You will die in that prison. If because he says, "I'm sorry, I drugged all those women," we don't care. You can be sorry. You
If
don't-
Jesus
Trump
died,
should be
if
cancelled.
Jesus died for us,
Trump should definitely be
I think
Jesus
Trump was
died
cancelled
for us
already.
all. Everybody has a chance at redemption.
Everybody has a chance at redemption.
Even
And let's be
with-
careful. This Trump that you just brought up now, let's be careful because media is playing a huge role in fine-tuning our
Vilifying.
mindset
Trump should have been cancelled
on
before he
how
became
we
president.
think
No,
about.
don't call my mindset. A rapist is a rapist. Don't call my
Okay, no,
mindset.
I get mindset. I'm talking Trump now
Trump.
because they brought Trump up.
Baby, please.
But then Trump
I don't
on
want to
island with
start.
little girls who come.
I don't want to
That
start.
he was on.
See, Trump is not the
Trump
the
not
media
the
didn't
tax,
make
so
Trump
it's not
grab
paying
anybody by
tax.
the The media didn't make Trump avoid tax. The media didn't make Trump. You kidding me?
See, let's be honest. This avoid tax, and I like to be careful because I'm just starting my career out.
I'm wondering why you are saying this kind of thing.
I don't want to say the one, so I should keep quiet.
You're talking of Trump when you have book.
Help me back.
So my thing is that when people come out and say, because I always just feel like we're so quick to just scrap them and cancel them and but like people,
forever.
No, but hold on. My thing is that it just have to be, because we all make mistakes, and that's why I'm on Toyosi's side more so than anything. Because I feel like we're so quick to just scrap them, cut them off, destroy their business. But what if the person has come back and said, "Oh, I'm sorry"?
There's no room for redemption.
There's no room for redemption.
But they say glory outside apology.
No, not glory. I don't care
Generally.
about that. I'm talking about generally. I just feel that there's no, like everybody, when everybody is cancelled, they feel like everybody does it like they're all wearing white veils. We're also innocent. We've never said anything wrong. We've never done anything wrong. We're sinless.
Listen.
If you've not sinned, I mean, what's that saying?
I was just going to say that.
And you see the danger of that. The danger of canceling people is that you now have one narrative. Everybody now begins to wants to think the same way or say the same thing, or it doesn't. The world doesn't work that way.
Like take them to criminal court or whatever. If they've done something wrong, let them go to court. Bring lawyers. I understand of that, but don't now. It's just.
But then
We
I
need to
think
be a more
also-
forgiving
If you are a
generation.
rapist, I cancel till you die. Oh, sorry.
I think it's also part of being in the social media
Yes.
generation.
I agree. I agree with
No,
you.
because I
Sorry,
didn't
wait,
expect this episode
social
to take
media
this
generation.
serious.
It's okay. It's different opinions.
Yeah,
which
I
is
think
what-
social media generation,
yeah.
everybody's tweeting, everybody's talking, and it's only on social media that we go and like hate people. So when they now say, "Oh, you're cancelled," everybody's firing you. Some people might not necessarily agree. Some people just want to tweet because it's funny. Some people want to tweet because it is.
Have you seen that? I'm here for the violence, not
For
to
the violence,
partake.
exactly.
If you say, "Oh, I like touching," every day they say you are touching women. I say, "I love touching women," then you can be cancelled.
Exactly.
You come and say, "Okay, I'm sorry, please, I don't want to do it."
I
I've
know
not
the
done.
funny
I've changed.
thing.
I've changed.
You know what just came to mind?
They don't cancel those people forever. That's the thing. I feel like
Nigeria.
I don't mean to
But
call
who
you
said
all
the- who
out
said
because
the
I'm on the
timeline?
verge of canceling people. That's why I'm taking it.
Who
like-
sets the
Oh,
timeline?
I
Cancel me.
I can tell that you are my brother. You are my bloodline.
Who sets the
But
timeline?
my thing is, it's not about who sets the timeline. But you people, I feel like to a certain extent, I don't mean to be horrible, but if you're a celebrity, you have established yourself as a celebrity. You have said people listen to what you have to say. People pay attention. So yes, you do have a responsibility to use your
But
sense.
what if you
So
said
if
it
you
before
want
you became
to,
a celebrity and they are dragging you because
did I mention
Like
people that said?
Denola is a good example.
What did
What
Denola
did
say?
So Denola, he tweeted when he was in college, like maybe 10 years ago.
People need
What
to
did
go and
He said,
clear
like,
that from
they-
2000.
First of all, go on Twitter.
That's
right now
another
and
thing.
tweet
If you're a celebrity and you don't PR team to go stop your
and
tweets,
clear.
sorry to
Because
you.
he-
But what
so,
carry
yeah,
on.
so Denola basically tweeted like I think it was fatphobic things when he was in uni, and then he was tweeting about body positivity like earlier this year, and earlier last year, or sometime last year,
And
and
they went to
somebody
dig it
went
up.
and digged it. Oh, this you? Oh,
No, somebody had actually basically
But that is
fat
a-
shamed
but the
someone,
thing is-
and then he was like, "Don't fat shame," and somebody was
And they now
like,
said-
"Is it not this you that said this thing?"
That's
in
the
Susan?
thing, but fair enough. So they said that. How did you respond?
he apologize?
That's why
He
we've agreed
apologized.
here.
Yeah,
We've
exactly.
agreed here. The apology, how you respond to how you are called out, count. We've agreed now.
Yeah.
We've said
Yeah.
that. But let's not lie. Most people who come and say these things that are offensive or rude or fucking harmful, by the time they apologize, they're not really sorry. But you people
How
are
do you
saying,
know that
You know when somebody is sorry and when
I'm
somebody
not
is not
okay.
sorry.
No, I
sorry,
just-
carry on.
I understand what Tamara is saying. From the sense of, no, sometimes the apologies seem very like machine.
My question
It
is
seems
how?
very like put together.
So can we give an example? Can we vet? How do you know if the apology is real? That's all I'm asking. Because if I come out and say I'm sorry, how do you see it in my head that I mean it or not? I can say I'm sorry and not mean it. I can.
And also, but then also saying sorry isn't grounds for me to accept your apology. You can apologize for being stupid, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to now forgive you and uncancel you. Like, that's
People
the
can
thing.
cancel
as
us for
well.
some of the things that we said.
Someone who are some
Yeah,
of
but
the
then have we ever said anything
Have
that's
you seen
actually
again?
offended?
People have
Because-
cancelled me
How do you know
separately.
that I'm cancelled?
Men have cancelled me for years for my feminism. Okay, sorry.
Sure, there's people can cancel us for things that we say. Imagine when last, imagine Toke can cancel you.
Toke,
And what's her name? The one that said that
sincerely
she
from the
fakes
bottom
men
of my
from
heart, I am
someone's
sorry.
husband. Tonto can cancel you. Also, we could be cancelled for this damn show. So I'm saying,
Hey, I didn't know this kind of show. I didn't know this the kind of.
As you are throwing stones, remember that you said things that could be used against you.
No,
That's
but
all I'm
everything
saying.
I said on this show, I'm sorry. I believe in it. So if people want to cancel
Yeah, exactly.
Unapologetically delivering.
What am I saying that
Yeah,
is
but
harmful?
no,
I'm
no,
not saying
that's
anything that is
actually,
harmful to a gender, to a person. Well, maybe to some. Anything that harmful to people. I'm sorry. You know, that's why. I said I'm not talking again. I don't know again. I'm sorry. If you want to, please don't cancel me. I'm poor. A lot of these people when they cancel them, they have money. If you cancel them, they will make it. If you cancel me,
Like Tiger
I will die. So don't cancel me. I'm sorry.
BOLLYLOMO. And the
BOLLYLOMO.
personality. Yeah, he had the whole thing.
Wait. I like BOLLYLOMO. BOLLYLOMO is my friend.
Tamara is like,
Okay, we're acquainted.
Okay, does anybody want to tell
What
the
did he
story
do?
of what happened? Aka. Aka is our storyteller. This is
Aka tells this way.
my dear, now so I sit down for house one day. Nine then come and say, you see waiting they happen to Bolly. I said, waiting they happen to Bolly. They say on Twitter they are attacking, finishing BOLLYLOMO. They are calling him a rapist. I said, BOLLYLOMO, it can't be. So I went on Twitter, checked what's happening, #Bolly, see different girls. One day I will come out and talk about Bolly and how he, abused me. I saw a few. Oh yeah, tell us the story. Don't worry when I'm ready. Well, there were some who talked about how he saw them or invited them over to his place first, and they of course they will go because it's Bolly. He's funny and everything, and they trusted him. And then of course when he sees them, gives them something to drink. They drink, and the next thing,
Whoa! That's not what
it grabs.
They did not say.
No, it's not one story now. I didn't say drug, Tamara.
Different stories, Tamara.
I didn't say drug. I said give us something to drink like alcohol. You ask them what you want to drink. No, you ask them what they want to drink. It will give them next thing from nice hanging out, playing game or watching film. You will grab breast. There was even one that said that he stuck his finger inside her anus.
It wasn't one. It was like 3.
I'm so like, wait, how did he stick it? How did he do like this straight up? Or I don't understand how that story happened. But I'm just like, this guy must be skilled in sticking his hands in people's anus. I mean, I felt a certain like.
What is this conversation?
So of course, a lot of people were just like, oh, that it is not the first time. So that's where the point is. And those people were like, this is not the first. Like his name had come up 2 years ago. His name had come up 3 years, and that brands had still been using him for work. And so people, of course, they now got into a conversation of gender, men. They get away with things like this. So people started tagging brands, and of course, brands now said, you know what? Brands literally said. So people were just like, you know what? Let's cancel any tweet, anything it came out for. People just like ignored.
So,
basically,
you say somebody like that now deserves to be cancelled with all that information, all those things.
I feel bad because I know BOLLYLOMO. He's my friend. He's my
What
guy.
has his response been? Has he responded?
He released a statement, and I remember.
No, he said he was going to sue. He said he was going to respond legally.
That he's tired of these flagrant falsehoods, and I was like, nigga, this alliteration seems a little.
Falsehood.
I don't know. Bolly, I love you. I loved you. You are my friend. You are my friend still, but
Yeah.
you were the same.
It's really tough when it's somebody you know. It's when it's somebody you know.
Still, not only is he's my friend. Literally, a show we had together was cancelled because of this show, and I was one of the people that was like, drop it.
I think this has been a very fiery episode.
Yes,
So, how can you give us some closing thoughts on cancel culture?
I mean, this entire conversation has just even made me sad, especially with Bolly's Zone that just came up now, because I did not even hear some. This year, I kind of lived in a bubble for majority, for the most part of the year, so I didn't really hear a lot of things. I just came out to say, don't kill people's children, don't wish people bad, all of that. And this episode has honestly given me something to think about. One, you don't really know everybody as much as you think you do. Like, don't go out and vouch for anybody, because I know somebody who is Bolly's ex-girlfriend, you cannot. I don't know that she, do you understand that she knew that part?
I don't know if she was his girlfriend per se. I'm just say ex.
Okay, so ex-girlfriend, but okay, ex, sorry, I get what you're saying. But don't vouch for anybody. If there's anything this episode has taught me, do not vouch for anybody, but there's also something good that comes out from this cancel culture. The person will go and reflect and think and hopefully change their
And if
ways.
they need to, they'll seek for
They
help.
will seek
guidance.
exactly. And there should always be people on the edge who are ready to help. Please.
Also, Nigeria
It's not
I think,
like
is the best place for this because we don't cancel for long.
we don't work. We
We
don't cancel
forget,
for
well, we forget easily. We
The
forget
person just come and
easily.
send.
Try to
Very
talk to
easily.
the person first.
All right, guys. Hello. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us on this exciting episode of Shade Corner. Thank you, Toyosi, for being here.
You're
You're an amazing
Please
guest.
plug
Once
our book again.
Please buy her book. It's amazing.
Now
I
you know
love
me
it.
better by Toyosi Effiong.
Now you know
An
me better.
amazing
This is where the
lady.
spotlight is
And
not
other related stories.
All right, guys. Please make sure you subscribe to Accelerate TV, and we shall be back with you next week on Shade Corner.
There's a fucking hair. There's a hair in my cup. I've been drinking hair since.
Oh my God, there's a hair.
Can you just imagine?
They don't say.
That head has been
Oh
weird.
my goodness.
It's probably shedding. If you check, you see what on the floor.
I just saw one on my leg. I just saw one on my leg. That's why I'm laughing. I just saw one in my cup.